Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're tackling something that is, well, it's absolutely fascinating. We're looking at the divine discipline of the Rudraksha bead. Now, you might have seen people wearing these, maybe you've even considered getting one yourself, but there's a mix of deep, intense spiritual reverence and some pretty urgent caution we need to talk about, because wearing one is not a casual fashion choice, it is a massive commitment. So if you're thinking about taking that leap, what we're about to uncover is literally critical. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. There's a famous saying in the source material that basically translates to, instead of benefits, it can actually cause you harm. Wow, right? That's not meant to scare you, but it definitely establishes the incredibly high stakes from the very first second. Our sources are absolutely crystal clear on this. Wearing a Rudraksha without following its strict, ancient rules, it doesn't just, do nothing. Actually, scratch that. It's worse than doing nothing. It can actively bring negativity into your life and create severe financial blockages. You have to understand, this is a serious life-altering commitment we are talking about here.
To truly grasp exactly why these rules are so absolutely uncompromising, we have to look back at the sacred origin of the bead itself. It's not just a piece of wood. The word Rudraksha is a combination of two things: Rudra, which is another name for Lord Shiva, and Aksha, which translates to tears. So these sacred beads are literally believed to originate directly from the tears of Lord Shiva himself. When you ground yourself in that kind of divine origin, it suddenly makes total sense why these beads demand such intense, unwavering respect from whoever wears them. It's a direct connection to the divine. So let's move to the preparation phase. And here's the kicker. Your very first test actually begins before you even put the bead on. It starts with how you acquire it. Purity is absolutely paramount here. A right start means you are sourcing certified, authentic beads. You want to get them from trusted, long-standing sellers. The wrong start? Well, that's going for cheap plastic fakes, or there are even these lookalike seeds out there called Rudraksha that get sold in untrusted markets. These fakes are inherently impure. Starting with a fake is like building a house on quicksand. It completely shatters the spiritual energy before your journey even begins.
And this brilliantly illustrates the energizing process. Because listen, you simply do not just buy a Rudraksha and throw it around your neck. The energizing process has to happen in 3 very strict steps. First up, you have to achieve physical and mental purity, usually through bathing. Step 2 involves chanting the incredibly powerful 5-syllable mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. And finally, step 3 is dedicating the bead through the active worship of Lord Shiva. Now, the sources emphasize something amazing here. If you follow this specific, mindful path, it yields miraculous, positive results in just 7 days. That's huge.
But getting it energized is just the start. Maintaining this energy, that requires real daily discipline. Astrologically speaking, it's highly recommended to start wearing your Rudraksha on a Thursday or a Monday. And because the bead itself is naturally quite hard, you should occasionally treat it to a massage with some pure sandalwood oil. But, and here is a massive warning, you have to avoid all chemicals. Taking your bead into your daily shower and exposing it to regular soap or shampoo, that completely ruins its stored energy. Oh, and another huge rule, never, ever share your personal Rudraksha with anyone. Not family, not your best friend. It binds uniquely to your energy alone. It's yours and yours only. Now, this discipline also extends to continuous wear. What happens if you take it off? Well, if you remove your Rudraksha for over a week, it literally enters a state of sleep. Its protective power goes completely dormant. It just shuts down. And if that happens, you can't just casually toss it back on and expect it to work. No way. You have to go through that entire strict ritual all over again to re-energize it with the proper mantras. We also need to talk about damage and placement, because a damaged or cracked bead, or even just wearing it anywhere below your navel, causes instant impurity. It's like flipping a switch. The energy flips from incredibly positive to entirely negative, instantly. If your bead ever cracks, you absolutely cannot keep wearing it. You must respectfully submerge it in the holy Ganga River or leave it at a temple. You have to let it go with respect. So here is where all this strict discipline kind of clashes with our modern daily lives, because there are times the Rudraksha absolutely must come off. You have to remove it during funerals or mourning periods. It comes off when you're using the bathroom, during intimacy, or even if you're just hitting the gym or going for a swim. Crucially, and this is a big one, it has to come off if you are consuming tamasic food, drinking alcohol, or smoking. And honestly, it's also highly recommended that you take it off while you sleep. That helps prevent bad dreams and maintains the bead's absolute pristine purity. It's a lot to remember, for sure. So the crucial point here is clearing up a very common astrological misconception we see all the time. Can women wear a Rudraksha? Yes, absolutely, 100%. But there are rules. They must wear it the right way. That means wearing it either around the neck or respectfully tied up in the hair or on the head. Wearing it on the arms, that is strictly forbidden. So it's totally allowed, you just have to respect the placement.
All of this brings us to our final and, honestly, perhaps our most provocative question for this explainer. Are you ready to follow these rules? Wearing a Rudraksha holds the promise of immense spiritual and material benefits. It's like a shield. It can protect you from negativity, it can help cure ailments, and yes, it can even clear those stubborn financial hurdles. But those miracles only await those who are ready for deep, unwavering commitment. This isn't a hobby, it is a divine discipline. So think carefully. Are you truly ready for that journey? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer.